Coming up on Outlook TV, Vancouver Out For Kicks has their 35th anniversary.
Darren reports on the Vancouver PFLAG.
Puerto Vallarta Pride Parade, and much, much more.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And I'm Darren Manette. We'd like to thank the Squamish, Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and surrounding nations for the honor and privilege of filming on their unceded traditional lands.
Outlook TV is the queer magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from coast to coast, and quite literally kicking us off is Albertus over at the Vancouver Gay Soccer League, where they're celebrating their 35th anniversary. It's Out for Kicks.
We are at the Andy Livingstone Field in Vancouver. We are visiting with the Out for Kicks Gay Vancouver Soccer Club, and we're going to be visiting with some of the players.
Out for Kicks is soccer league, and we come here centered around the sport of soccer and to play soccer. But I think the reason that people come to Out for Kicks is for a lot more than just the sport. It's for the community, and the community really stands for inclusivity of all types of people within the queer community, including allies, and we're inclusive of all skill levels as well. We're around 300 members. Our game days on Wednesdays here at Andy Livingston, and we have practices on Fridays at Andy Livingston as well, from April to August. The winter months we have an indoor league in Burnaby and an indoor league in Kitsilano. Yeah, this is Out for Kicks' 35th year, and starting off with expanding the league was already like something that the league felt very passionate about. We voted on that at the end of last season, and unanimously we voted in favor of expanding the league. So I think we heard from our members that we wanted to continue connecting people within our community, and we're just trying to expand different opportunities for that. So we're starting with field socials. So we're trying to bring events to the field on Wednesdays. So you're actually at our first event, which is the Met Ball, where we are encouraging people to design a look and dress up and walk the concrete carpet to the Metropole pub.
I was looking for community in the LGBTQ community, and I'm a big sports fan. I grew up playing sports, so I literally Googled Gay Soccer League Vancouver, and this was the thing that popped up. I mean, the other members are really amazing. Like, this is my first time in 10 years playing soccer, and I've never played goalie before, and they've been having me play goalie. And even members on the other team are like telling me where to stand and where to bring the ball, where I'm allowed to kick the ball, you know, that sort of thing. So it's nice. Everyone in the league's really accommodating.
I joined 12 or 13 years ago. Actually, my son had always wanted to play soccer, and I could never get him into leagues in Vancouver. So when he became, I think it was 17 or 18, I found out about this league, and so we joined together. I had never played soccer before, and neither had my kid, other than like on the schoolyard. So yeah, we joined together. A really fun group of people, very welcoming. It's really good. People will always engage you in conversation. We have a lot of socials, and everybody goes to them. There's always a lot of people who want to join. There's wait lists, because it is a really fun place to be. You're getting to run around, you know, kick a ball and meet new people. It's always been wonderful that way, and I've made really good friends here.
For our Outlook TV, this is Albertus Roskam at the Andy Livingstone Field.
So this next story is super cool, and you might even recognize the reporter.
Who?
Some guy.
Who's that?
The Richmond Arts Coalition Media Channel supports Richmond artists of all disciplines. They're doing a unique online art auction featuring collaborations between the steampunk professor Randy McCormick and queer icon and the award-winning late great Joe Average.
The online auction that we are planning is a collaborative work between Randy McCormick and the late great Joe Average. And like the art that you see over my shoulder, they're very unique pieces of art. and they are one of a kind and signed by the late great Joe Average. We are a volunteer-led organization. We offer opportunities for artists and the arts within Richmond. We inform artists and assist in innovative ideas. We also connect artists, businesses, and audiences, and engage and advocate for the arts community within Richmond. One of the things as a board member that I'm most proud of is the RAC and the media channel support and showcase the marginalized communities, including the queer community. To the Richmond Arts Coalition media channel, you'd see a varied array of different genres, including singers like Noreen Braun, dancers, musicians, actors, filmmakers of all types. And we're so excited that we have 6 of these wonderful pieces of artwork by Joe Average. This is going to be an online auction. It's going to be up and running for a week. We have it running from Sunday to Sunday. And you get onto the auction and click on your favorite piece or click on all of them and have fun with it and see if your bid wins. And we at the media channel feel that it is essential to showcase all communities, including the marginalized community, including the queer community. Everybody who is an artist deserves the right to have their artwork shown.
It's delicate when you put it into the second firing, which is your glaze firing, which is what makes it generally like that shiny glass-like material.
So everybody that you see on the YouTube media channel, you'll know that those individuals have been paid for their work. We raise money is through fundraising. So don't forget, when the online auction goes up, there are only 6 items to bid on.
So if you want to help with raising the voices of LGBTQ plus artists, then you want to support the Richmond Arts Coalition art auction featuring the amazing works of Joe Average and Randy McCormick. I'm David C. Jones for Outlook TV.
Dude,
After that smoking hot reporter, we're going to need to take a break.
totally hot. So hot.
Good Lord. Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
Right, so now Mike is back in Puerto Vallarta and he's talking all about the Pride Parade.
this Jewish man wants to be a rabbi.
Right. Tam takes us to Edmonton, where we get to learn all about the Sabbath Queen film.
I'm Tam Grzelka, and I am so excited to share my chat with filmmaker Sandy Dubowski behind Sabbath Queen, which is a 20-year journey of faith, Orthodox Judaism, queerness, and a drag queen named Hadassah Gross.
In my early 20s, I was publicly outed, and I did not give my consent.
I think I didn't quite know how long Sabbath Queen would take when I began. You know, I began in 2003. It took 21 years of filming. But I was ready to run this ultra marathon and really allow a life to unfold before the camera and the twists and turns of life. So it required enormous patience. Like, thankfully, my husband is a meditation teacher, and I think I've really learned something. But, you know, I think we've seen right now so much fast media on our phones, you know, on social. So there's something about having a real longitudinal film that felt like very counterculture to our time, and something that allowed us to explore some deeper questions.
According to our family story, I descend from 38 consecutive generations of rabbis.
I did not expect a lot of what happened in the movie. I didn't expect that Amichai was going to become a rabbi, that Amichai was going to become a queer bio-dad, that Amichai would become a rabbi in a conservative movement, that, you know, that there would be October 7th. Like, there's so much in history and in people's lives that are really unexpected. And I think, you know, documentary filmmaker means to listen. You know, we are deep listeners, and I think we just hear the contours and the innards of someone's life and document it.
I broke the law.
Lessons that I've learned: that patriarchy does not roll, that we can upend patriarchy in our own ancestries and traditions and families, that, you know, people are complicated, and that people change, that even Amichai's rabbi brother, who is in the movie, he's an Orthodox rabbi, and he moves in the film from an arc from rejection to acceptance. And even when we had the premiere, he came on stage and did the Q&A with us. And that was incredibly powerful because he came with love and respect, and he came with some discomfort and disagreement, but he showed up. And I think us committing to each other, even when we're not necessarily politically or ideologically on the same page, is so essential to our time. And queer people change people. Amichai changed his brother. You know, that's powerful.
The Sabbath Queen is almost in the house.
This is a fairy tale, but it's from the Bible, so it is true.
That was my interview with Sandy Dubowski, the director behind Sabbath Queen, which I checked out at the Rainbow Visions Film Festival in Edmonton. And you can be sure to check out Sabbath Queen on the film festival circuit right now.
Time for a break. Little break. Big break.
Small break. Small break. Give me a break.
Chocolate break.
Hi, I'm Colin McKenna, and you're watching Outlook TV.
Hey, thanks for coming back.
Right on, right on. So I got a chance to talk to Colin McKenna with PFLAG here in Vancouver. We haven't heard from PFLAG for a while, so it's really important to do so. He gave us some great information. Hi everybody, it's Darren here with Outlook TV. I am downtown Vancouver, a beautiful day. Couldn't get any nicer than that. We're going to be talking with the people from PFLAG, specifically Colin McKenna. He's one of the people that help everybody out here in Vancouver. And we're going to find out a little bit more about how you can get involved, what they're doing, where they're going, and more. I'm glad you're with us. Come on back.
So that now I want to tell all parents that they should love their children and accept them the way they are. That children should be able to count on their parents and not have to worry about whether they accept them or not.
Vancouver is one of the oldest chapters, and back then PFLAG was actually an acronym that stood for Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. Of course, in today's world, that's not as inclusive as we'd like it to be, so PFLAG still exists as a name, but really what we represent, still the parents, families, and friends of LGBTQ people, but anybody who comes to us with issues regarding sexual orientation or gender identity, we help their loved ones understand a bit more about who they are. When I started in the early 2000s, the usual issue that would come in the door was, my son is gay, I don't know what I did wrong, and how do I fix that? That's not the conversation that we're having 25 years later. More often right now, it's about gender expression and identity, because in today's society, people are coming to grips with what it means to be trans. It's in the news a lot. It's highly politicized, much like it was for gays and lesbians 40 years ago. That's what the trans community is going through. And so that's what we're working to help support. What we provide is really hopefully direction for those parents, families, and friends to help them understand that this isn't something that their loved one woke up one day and decided to do. And it certainly wasn't something that they decided to do to them. This is about who they are. It's about making sure that they understand that if someone is coming to them, a loved one, for example, they really want that person to be a part of their life. And in order to do that, they have to understand some things about them that might be uncomfortable, but educating oneself and finding out more about the community is really key, and we try to help do that.
One of the first in Canada, they continue to provide support to parents, friends, and families of those who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender.
The things that we've seen, not only in Canada, but also in the United States, are chapters that have volunteers who've done this for many years. It's time to retire. How do you hand that off to someone else? It's one of the most difficult things to do, to keep that chapter active. And I think that's true for a lot of volunteer organizations. So we in Vancouver right now in the PFLAG chapter, we're going through that. We're looking for folks that they don't necessarily have to be formal board members. It's not that formal a structure. We're part of PFLAG Canada, which has its own board. What we need folks to do locally is to answer emails, to answer phone calls, to lead meetings, and to really help PFLAG have a face at the table in this city.
A big hello to PFLAG!
Happy Pride, Colin!
Hello!
If you need some information, if you are a friend or a parent of somebody in the queer community and they're just coming out, www.pflag.ca. They can hook you up with some information, and we're so glad that you joined us. I'm Darren for Outlook TV.
This next story features not one, but two gay bars over in Edmonton at the EVO Lounge. Patrick has the scoop.
Yeah, so all summer they're going to have two locations. Twice the fun, twice the party time.
I mean, the space currently is just called EVO. The other space, Evolution Wonder Lounge, everybody just called EVO anyway. So when we decided that to do the relocation, it's an opportunity to refresh the brand a little. We're just like, let's just call it what people call it. Right now with two locations, obviously, we're needing to EVO 103 and EVO 115. Yeah, the other space, dance club and show bar, obviously basement. This is a street level, fully accessible, sunlit space, open 7 days a week at 4 o'clock. Full kitchen, the food reviews are amazing so far. Everything is dangerously delicious. So certainly that is going to be the focus, especially during the next few months when we have both spaces open. Yeah, so the upstairs is currently just open for Friday and Saturday night for people to chill. It's a different kind of space. But when it is available during the week, if people are booking stuff, our drink and draw is going to be happening upstairs. Downstairs currently it's only just washrooms. We do have accessible washrooms on the main floor. But right now that's all that's downstairs. I know some of the groups like Team Edmonton and some of the larger groups that are wanting to come in for after events and stuff like that will probably be happening upstairs so they can kind of have a little bit more exclusivity. Well, I think some of the dancing and shows will come as we get closer to the other space closing, which will be in the fall. But we could not do live music at the other space because of neighbors upstairs constantly making noise complaints. That won't be a problem here, so that's something that we can do. We can incorporate some live music, especially earlier in the evening. Karaoke worked decently at the other space, but without food, that was kind of limited. So karaoke is moving here. We're going from monthly back to weekly, which we were pre-COVID. So that's going to happen, and I think that's going to be much more successful here. But we're going to do weeknight programming to get people out, bingo, trivia, live music, maybe some open mics. I think the important thing is just for people to come down here with the expectation that it is a very different space. If they're liking what we do on 103rd Street, well, 103rd Street is still there right now. So you still have the dance floor that you love. You still have those shows that you love. This is something different. This is for the rest of the community that wasn't interested in what the programming was there. This is for them. So eventually it'll all combine together.
Well, would you look at the sun? That's all the time we have left for this episode of Outlook TV, but as always, we will be back.
Right. Thanks for joining us. And if you want more information, check us out on all of our socials. And if you'd like to volunteer, we really would like somebody to come and help us with our socials because we're terrible at it. So come help us out. For real.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Emily Ann Fraser.
And I'm Darren Minette.
Stay fabulous, Canada.